Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
First carry for James Conner. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Patriots have it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Hines. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Cut!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Hines. And for right side here, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England. 45 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run it in, Michel. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
50.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's forced out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Jack 16. Jack 16. 22, 44.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bring it out. Jack 16. Snickers, 66.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Shedding the tackle. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Double bump. Snickers, 66.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Jack 16. Hey,
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is White. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
to throw on second down. Hines. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Preston Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
All right, let's go get it now, all right? King. Hey, these 2.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
when we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Hines. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Hines. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Preston Smith in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Hines. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And a dump off to White. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Hines is going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Hines nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Final shot before break. Hines, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
On the toss, here's White. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Sponge! 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 Go! 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 Banjo! 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 I got it! I got it!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hines. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go. Jack 16. Snickers, you gotta spin. Go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Bell. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one, but incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down. Hines. And his throw here's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Hines, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
With it is Brown. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back now in Foxborough. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made that time by Christian Sam.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. Hines. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hines, he's going to air it up. He got his man, complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Hines. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hines. And his throw is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Hines, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Take 2 of them. Hey.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set. 230.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. Like 30. Solid. 5 down.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Set. Block 80.
They'll go again with Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.